This was last night's video. Good morning, by the way. I hope y'all slept well. I used my Nashville Beard Company. I used this morning the Sandalwood Bourbon. And she's shining. Skin is shining. Sandalwood Bourbon oil, put it all over my face and my head, my beard. It smells absolutely amazing. This is a video from last night on my thoughts after making that video talking about the Biden administration and DHS pushing the Biden administration to seize control of the National Guard, which they really can't. Yeah, and then what they may be trying to achieve, here's the afterthoughts.
So, after the video I put out earlier talking about the issues going on with Texas and going on with the federal government wanting them to remove the C-Wire and the National Guard from the border so the federal government can come in and take back over again, and Abbott saying that's not going to happen, there's some questions I have. Some questions I have, such as with Abbott being on the World Economic Forum as one of the mentioned people that are part of the World Economic Forum. Is this a plan? Is this Abbott doing what he's told to do? Is this all orchestrated? How do we know what is right and what is wrong? But what we do know is the border needs to be secure. So regardless if it's all planned or not, we know we have to be at the border to protect it. And if the federal government somehow finds a way to make the National Guard leave and not listen to Abbott, the governor of Texas, what is the next step? If it's all part of the plan, and this is their way to stop Donald Trump from becoming president in 2025, then we need to figure out exactly the thinking process here. Are they wanting there to be so much chaos that they make the government, or the government somehow convinces the National Guard to leave and the federal government take back in, so the people will be so upset that they move in and they push the federal government out of there, and there's this big push of people that are standing up to the federal government, and because of the amount of chaos that would ensue, because of the amount of violence and destruction that would ensue from people of all origins, all ethnicities, colors, walks of life, can you imagine the amount of violence that would happen? That's a very easy way for them to declare some type of martial law or something like that, or blame everything on the MAGA Republicans and stuff, and just nail more stuff to Donald Trump to stop him from becoming the next president. We also have to think if this is not the plan. If this is the plan, it's ingenious. It's perfect. The National Guard are forced to move out. The media portrays it as it's this crazy, exciting, misunderstood thing that the federal government was able to get the National Guard to defy the governor of Texas. The people feel like they have to step up and stand up for Texas and move to the border and fight to defend and keep the United States safe and secure. The government sees what's going on, and you can't have unlicensed, uncertified people. You know, you can, but you can't protect the border. And all of a sudden they have to move in to secure the border because now the people are the problem. A bunch of people get locked up. A bunch of people get a bunch of time for stuff, for standing up. And now all of a sudden they find a way to completely remove or make it applicable that Donald Trump could even run for president in 2024 because they're going to blame him, even though he really had nothing to do with any of this. He hasn't been really talking about this stuff because he's been trying to stay out of it, in aspect of what's going on with Texas directly and people going to help Texas and defend Texas. We got to be very careful what we say on here and what we do on here, because this could be the very plan that they want. This could all be a giant setup. We got to be very careful.